Hi, thank you for joining me for 2 Minutes with Joe. Today, while I am recording this, it is Friday the 13th, and my need to skip over from coffee to water, coincidence, I'm not sure. But today I wanted to talk about the entrepreneurial spirit. If you've also been watching the Top Brass, hopefully you've seen the video that I did with my friend Gary Brenter, where we talked about the true entrepreneurial spirit. But I wanted to do a short little video also on the same topic, and just to share with you maybe some things you don't recognize in yourself that are the entrepreneurial spirit, or maybe ways to identify it in others. And I wanted to share a story with you. When my kids were really little, I'm going to say 3 and 5 or 4 and 6, my parents decided to have a yard sale. And so we were trying to come up with ways that the kids could be involved because, little kids, they want to help. Talking about, being a greeter, saying hi to people when they come up, things that kids could do. Well, that was not good enough for my younger son. My 3 or 4-year-old, however old he was at the time, decided that he needed to have a bigger part. So he realized there were pretty rocks in the yard and he was going to dig them up, little ones, this size. And his grandfather told them how pretty that they were. They were quartz rocks. And so he decided to dig up a bunch and sell them. Got his grandfather to make him a little sign to put on the box that, quartz rocks were 25 cents a piece. And I really did not know what to make of this. I just kept saying, Dad, don't encourage him. Nobody wants to come to the yard sale and buy rocks out of the yard. My father just did. He walks away. So my son is selling them like hotcakes, like you would, like an adorable 3 or 4-year-old will. And until he had a customer who said to him, now, why is it fair? Because I can buy this really big one for 25 cents, or I could buy this little bitty one for 25 cents. So why should I pay the same price? And, wouldn't this one be worth more than that one? To which my 3-year-old was astounded. So the man paid his quarter, walked away with whichever rock he chose. So then my son went back to his grandfather and had a new sign made. And so, as you can imagine, he has now shuffled all the small rocks to one side of the box and all the big ones to another side. And the sign now says small quartz rocks, 25 cents. Big ones are 50 cents. Then he started to elicit the assistance of his brother because he was selling out of them. He didn't have enough. And there was an endless supply in the yard. So then he got his big brother to start digging up more rocks to ensure his supply for the, meeting the demand that he had. And I had to tell you, I think that kid probably made more money that weekend than we did. And it was just astounding to me to watch him. He was not discouraged by my, stop, nobody wants to buy rocks. And, his grandparents encouraging him, which God bless them. I appreciate that now. But he's also the kid that in middle school, he started, with a book and a roll of duct tape and figured out how to make all kinds of, it was an instruction book, all kinds of things, wallets and whatnot out of duct tape, and literally went to, bought himself a little booth stand at a local event and sold all of his duct tape goods. In fact, was in quite high demand in his middle school for other kids who wanted duct tape items, and was astounded that he was allowed to sell them at school. But, what do I know? So it was always so interesting and fun to watch my younger son as he was growing up and had these, what I considered kind of out there ideas, but figuring out how to make them desirable and marketable and always successful. And it's just such a joy for me to watch other entrepreneurs when I see their ideas. And luckily for me, my younger son taught me a great deal over his lifetime about not discouraging any of that, because it's great fun. It's great to watch, and you will find out what the market can bear. And don't judge anybody because, the thing that you think is off the wall, crazy, is never going to work, somebody might just sell out of. And have a high demand for what you just couldn't fathom. So if those things sound recognizable to you, then you may know somebody who's got that true entrepreneurial spirit. So I hope that was an enjoyable little snippet for you, and hopefully you have the entrepreneurial spirit. I would love to know what your out there ideas are. I always ask my clients, like, give me the what's so crazy it might just work idea. I'd love to hear what yours are. Put them in the comments. Thanks so much.